POV, your life as every level of drug addict. Oh!
Level 1, first time. You're at a party, music loud, lights low. Everyone seems to be having the best night of their lives. Someone passes you something, a pill, a line, a hit off a pipe you don't recognize. You hesitate. You've heard the warnings, DARE and fifth.
That does say glow up because it's like I'm turning digital. Like half of my face is turning digital. All he needs now is that sound that goes, it was at this moment he knew. He fucked up. Level 13, do what? Liquid LSD. Yeah.
Grade. The commercials with the eggs in the frying pan. Your mom's voice in your head saying, just say no. But everyone's doing it. And they seem fine. Better than fine. They look like they've discovered something you haven't.
I've never been one of those guys. Let me just go ahead and say that. Let me go ahead and state that. I've never been one of those guys that go to a party and see a bunch of people doing one thing, and I know that it's some fucked up shit, and then be like, well, everybody else is doing it, it's so cool, and then do it. Hell no, bro. If I show up to a party and I see one motherfucker doing something I don't like, it ain't got to be the whole party, bro. It could be one dude doing some shit that I don't like, bro. I'm out. I'll leave, bro. I don't give a damn if everybody's in the house and they're all in there drinking and having fun and whatnot and listening to music, and I come outside and I see one dude outside smoking meth, I'm gone. I'll leave, dude. I don't give a fuck if it's one guy or 10. If I don't like it, I'm gone, dude.
Your friend leans in. Just try it once. Trust me, you'll love it. Just once. That's the phrase that starts every addiction story ever told. You take it. The next few minutes change everything. Your brain...
Random passerby or two? What you mean? You mean like a random motherfucker at the party too? Like that nobody really knows he's the dude out there doing it? Yeah, dude. Yeah, 100%, dude. If he's smoking some shit. Oh, fuck, that scared me. I appreciate the follow, Ocean. Hey, oh, yeah. Yeah, random dude walking by the party, bro. If he's out there smoking that shit, I'm outie. I will not fuck around and hang out with you, bro. I will not stay at the party. Don't want nothing to do with the party. It's over.
Releases more dopamine than it's ever released in your entire life. More than your first kiss. More than Christmas morning as a kid. More than any achievement, any success, any natural pleasure you've ever experienced. This is it. This is the feeling. This is what happiness actually feels like.
Like he wasn't even at the party, just walking by, I'm gone. Guilty by association, I'm not sticking around. Yes, dude. Because all right, so if the law shows up and they see homeboy out back smoking meth and everybody's in the house like partying and shit, they're still going to come in there and raid that bitch. They're going to come in there and raid it, dude. They're going to check everybody's pockets. Let one dude inside fuck around and have some shit he ain't supposed to have, and now you're all fucked. I feel like you could skate by if everybody was like, we didn't know he was out there doing that. You know what I mean? Like, if everybody's in the house and this one dude's, like, out there behind the cars doing it, I feel like you could skate by. You know what I mean? But one person in that house, dude, like these people here, they all got LSD. One person in that house, dude, got some wild shit in their pocket. Dude, you're all fucked, dude. The law will never believe that y'all didn't know. I don't give a fuck what you say. If Jones was in here, he would prove my point. He'd be like, yes, we would never believe that you did not know.
Music sounds better. The lights look prettier. Everyone in the room is your best friend. You love them. You love yourself. You love existing.
I don't need LSD to feel that way, oh son. If I'm somewhere with a bunch of people and I do drink enough beer to actually get buzzed, that's how I feel. I'm like, okay, everybody in here's my friend. Everything's cool, dude. We're good. Even in a drunken stupor, though, even if I'm drunk and I'm stupid and I see somebody doing some shit that they're not supposed to be doing, like again, some passerby or out back smoking meth, I'll leave. I never was the spotlight of the show. It's okay.
You dance like no one's watching because you genuinely, truly, completely don't care if they are. The anxiety you've carried your whole life, gone. The insecurity vanished. The voice that always tells you you're not good enough, silent. For the first time in your life, you feel perfect. You understand now. You understand why people do this. You understand what they've been chasing. All those anti-drug lectures. All those warnings. They never mentioned this part. They never mentioned how good it would feel. They told you drugs are bad.
I say he's selling it pretty good, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know, but it sounds good, dude. Just remember something though. This is like one of those DARE classes, okay? It's gonna sound good in the beginning, and then they're gonna show you pictures of what it really is. You know what I mean? But you gotta think, just because you look beautiful to yourself, it doesn't mean that you actually look beautiful to everyone. If you're off that shit. Like, you might think, oh, dude, I'm gorgeous, bro. All my anxiety, everything's gone. I appreciate the kicks, brubby. Hell yeah. But you might think that, like, all the insecurities and everything like that's gone and we're all good. And then everybody else is looking at you, bro, and you're like, you got, like, snot all over your face. And you're, like, drooling and shit, bro, shaking your head around. Hell yeah. My wife just brought home 5 12-packs of RC. Dude, if you don't go in there right now and make love to her, you ain't no kind of man. Bringing home 5 packs of RC Cola. Sounds like everything I need, oh shit. I get that. 100 kicks? Do what? Hell yeah, dude. I done tried. Now, that's all you can do, oh son. That's all you can do. Another 100 kicks, oh son. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. He said, hey, but for real. For real what? I mean, all you can do is try. If there's a no there, that's all you can do, oh son. They buy 2, get 3 at Kroger right now. Oh my god, dude. Uh-oh. Is that a fucking, was that a Terminator, boys? I got 144 kicks left. I want to send them one at a time at the most random times. Banned! Damn, I'm slow. Them boys was quick on the guns to smoke that Terminator. I unbanned them and then banned them again. Man goes to make a bottle and misses the Terminator. Winners unbanned the Terminator and then banned said Terminator again.
They didn't tell you drugs would be the best thing that ever happened to you. That's the trap. The pleasure is real. The feeling is real. It's not a lie. It's just not sustainable. It's not survivable. But you don't know that yet. Right now, in this moment,
I'm going to wait till I pull you over later and send a few. All right, Bubby. That's a bet. Fuck! Winners. And send him a cat emoji. Kiss him. Everybody just unbanning and abandoning that poor Terminator over and over again.
found the answer to every bad feeling you've ever had. The high lasts a few hours. You come down slowly. The world gets a little duller. The magic fades. But the memory doesn't fade. You go home that night and lie in bed, replaying the feeling, that perfect golden moment when everything was right. You don't think you have a problem. You don't think you'll do it again. It was just a party thing. Just a one-time experience. But your brain has taken notes, detailed notes. It's already comparing everything else to that feeling, already calculating how to get back there. You don't know it yet. You won't know it for months, maybe years. But the countdown has started. The trap is set. You just walked into it smiling. Level 2. Recreational user. A few weeks.
God damn. That shit lit up the whole chat, dude. Fuck. Wow. Man, it said a 500 kick, dude. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, oh son. Is that why Squanchy said what in the goddamn fuck was that? Because it lit up the whole chat? Is that what he was talking about? I don't need drugs. I'll just goon. Hell yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, Bradley. That means a lot, Bubby. Oh, fuck.
Go nuts.
Max said, hey, yo. No, it's not an RC you're drinking. Dude. Dude, look. They're made by RC, though. It's Sundrop. These two are made together. They're brothers. If you want a citrus drink, if you're a citrus soda drinker, Sundrop is goddamn incredible. If you're a dark soda drinker, C is goddamn incredible. If you're just a soda drinker in just period, C is top dog. Dude, I was just drinking the Sundrop because I got a few of them left, and if I don't drink them, my wife will. You've betrayed RC. I have not. I've got so much RC shit behind me. So, whoa, wait a minute. Speaking of RC. Dude, there's an RC machine. An old school RC machine for $200 over here close to where I live. And that motherfucker is in mint condition, dude. And old dude said you could still fill it with RC and hit the button and it'll drop you one out. You know how fucking cool that would be, dude? Bro, come tax time when I just have money to just throw away. Right. Like I just have just extra money to just do whatever the fuck with. I'm going to buy an RC machine. We're going to get rid of this desk. We're going to put up shelves instead of this desk. That way all the knickknacks and stuff can sit on the shelves. And we're going to put a whole goddamn RC machine behind us. And every time something good on this stream happens, dude, I'm going to turn like this and hit the button and have an RC fall out, and we're going to chug that bitch on stream.
Go nuts.
Hey, man said, what is that nasty face? Sundrop is RC for sissies. Fuck you. Sundrop's good, dude. Okay, so how come Bradley has the 500 thing up in the top left corner? What does that do, dude? Oh, it's just showing. It's just where you can click it. Okay. I didn't know what it did. I appreciate the kick, Bubby. No, fuck you. Biggest sins get pinned. Oh, that's dope, dude. I didn't know that. I'm glad that y'all are figuring out everything about chat. That way I could just ask y'all. Since I'm the one, like, so I pay attention to all the mechanics that go into it to make the stream happen. And then you guys figure out the in and outs of chat. Like, y'all can also change, like, my stream titles and my categories and shit. I've often thought of asking one of you if you care to do so, as far as like categories go, like when we switch to a game, you know what I mean? Whichever one just has time just to go in there and like change the category of it to where it's like the actual game that we're playing, so it puts us in that category, so it makes us a little bit more discoverable when that happens. When we watch YouTube videos, it's just chatting, but like when we play the game, it'll switch the category for us. Squanchy, when he seen you drinking a sun drop, fuck that. He was hurt, dude. He was hurt, and I don't blame him. That's all right. I was hurt the other day when he got in chat and said, fuck RC. I was real hurt. He said, I'm the real mod. Whoa! Come Winners don't have an OG sticker. Okay, hang on. Oh, shit.
Weeks pass, another party, same friends, same offer. Want some? You said it was a one-time thing, but what's the harm? It's just parties. It's just weekend.
I ain't mean it. My brain just stopped working. I just threw away the sun drop. You're right. That tastes so much better. Said, you're so lucky I can't put you in the timeout.
Everyone does this. You take it again. The high is almost as good as the first time. Almost. This becomes the pattern. Friday night, Saturday night, special occasions. You develop rules. Never on a weekday. Never before 6 p.m. Never alone. Never more than twice a week. See? You're in control. Addicts don't have rules. Addicts can't stop. You have rules and you follow them. You're not an addict. You're a recreational user. There's a difference. The weekends start expanding. Thursday is basically Friday, right? Sunday is technically still the weekend.
Why are we trying to create rules on when it is that we can get doped up and when it's not? That's how you know you got a problem. That should be like #1 red flag right there. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I might have a problem. I should go talk to somebody.
Wednesday was really stressful. You deserve a break. The rules bend. They don't break. There's a difference. Your friends notice you're more fun now, more outgoing, more confident. They like weekend you better than weekday you. So do you. Sober you is anxious, awkward, overthinking everything. High you is charming, relaxed, the best version of yourself. Why wouldn't you want to be the best version of yourself? Your grades slip a little. Your work performance dips slightly. Nothing dramatic, nothing anyone would notice. You're still functioning, still showing up, still paying bills and calling your mom and doing all the things normal people do. I can stop whenever I want, I just don't want to. You say this to yourself, to your concerned friend, to the mirror when you're getting ready to go out again. You believe it. That's the scary part. You genuinely, completely believe you could stop anytime. You've just never actually tried. Every addict believes this in the beginning. The illusion of control.
Dude, the second I got a hold of a hard drug, all stops would be pulled and I would full send. God damn. Wow, son. My ex's dad was a functioning crackhead. Jesus. Alan, why did you leave me? Is mayonnaise an instrument? You know my answer for that every time. It depends on how you do what you got to do. This is going to be a YouTube video, so I can't say that. But I will, by God, tonight in RP.
The confidence that you're different, that you're special, that the rules don't apply to you. Millions of people have thought the exact same thing. Most of them ended up exactly where you're going to end up, but you can't see it yet. The future is abstract, the high is now. And right now, you're having the time of your life.
So, homeless people tonight. Yeah. One time, I done some Xanax and literally stole my own shit. What the fuck, bro? And so he went so full send, he was stealing his own shit. Winters is aggressive today. It's because he ain't been able to get on RP, dude. Keep stealing with the early exit trap.
Level 3. Regular use. The weekends aren't enough anymore. Monday hits and you feel wrong, flat, like someone turned down the color saturation on reality. By Wednesday, you're counting the hours until Friday. By Thursday, you're bargaining with yourself. Just a little. Just to take the edge off. You start using alone. This is the line you swore you'd never cross. Using alone means you have a problem. Using alone means it's not social anymore. But it's not a problem. You're just unwinding. Treating yourself. Taking the edge off after a long day. The tolerance builds slowly.
Y'all better hope I can't get in. I'm going to start banning motherfuckers. Shit. Xanax gives you kleptomania. Oh my God.
The dose that used to send you flying now barely gets you off the ground. So you take more and more and more. You're chasing something now. That first high, that perfect moment at the party when everything was right. It never comes back. Not really. You get close sometimes. Close enough to keep trying. But the first high was free. Everything after costs more than the last. Your dealer becomes your most important relationship. You text him more than your girlfriend. You know his schedule better than your own. You panic when he doesn't respond immediately. The money starts adding up. $50 a week becomes $100. $100 becomes $200. $200 becomes $400. You haven't done the math. You're afraid of the math. You know it would make you uncomfortable. Your friends see something different in your eyes now. You cancel plans. You show up late. You leave early. You're always checking your phone. You okay? You seem distracted. I'm fine, just tired. Work stuff. The lies come easier now. Small lies. Necessary lies. Nobody would understand. You're not fine, but you're not ready to admit that yet. Not even to yourself. The rationalizations multiply. You work hard. You deserve this. Other people drink every night. Other people smoke every day. At least you're not as bad as them. You're different. You have it under control. You don't have it under control. But the alternative, admitting that, is too terrifying to consider. So you keep using, and the using keeps getting worse. And the distance between who you are and who you were gets wider every day. There's a moment somewhere in level 3 where
Somebody in chat buy Squanchy a PC just like mine. He wants to start over. Mine's a good PC. And not only that, but it could be modified for like the next 10 years. Somebody buy him one just like mine. I said, I'll buy you. Jesus.
the old you dies. Not literally. You're still breathing, still walking around. But the person you used to be, the person with dreams and values and a future, that person is gone. Replaced by someone whose only dream is the next high, whose only value is getting more, whose only future extends to the end of the current stash. You don't notice when it happens. It's not dramatic, it's gradual, like watching the hour hand on a clock. But one day you look in the mirror, and the person looking back is a stranger. And you don't have time to think about that. You need to score. Level 4, dependence. You wake up sick.
I appreciate the follow. I'm broke or I would. You said you wanted to build another one? God, dude, that's going to cost an arm and a leg, brother. You can just buy one like mine and then build onto it. I'm like a tweaker, but I can actually make functioning products. What's wrong with the one you got, dude? I thought that bitch was bad. Aish. I thought that motherfucker was bumping, dude. First one cost me $1,800. Dude, this one here is even cheaper that I got, dude. It's $1,700. Maybe a little more after tax. I don't know. Probably close to $1,800 after tax. Dude, I'll cry if something happens to my computer. I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all know that right now. I will cry. I love this fucking computer. I've become very attached to it. Everything's exactly where I want it to be. Everything does exactly what I want it to do. It's the brand that I like. Everything's exactly how it's supposed to be. I'll fucking cry if something happens to my computer. It's okay, but there's people that have graphics card that cost more than the whole bitch. Yeah, but you can only push so far with graphics cards though, right? Isn't that what either Campbell or Winter was telling me? Like, you know, after a certain point, the graphics cards don't even really do anything anymore. And I want one. I looked at gaming laptops, and I was finding Alienware laptops for $5,000. Do not... Okay, no, that's RAM. Okay, sorry, I was wrong. Do not use Alienware shit. Don't buy anything Alienware. Do not ever do that. Yeah, but I can liquid cool everything. Mine's got a radiator in it. It's like air and liquid. It's fucking badass.
Not food poisoning sick. Not flu sick. A different kind of sick. A sick that starts in your bones and radiates outward. A sick that feels like dying. Your hands shake. Your skin crawls. Your brain screams one word on repeat. More, more, more. This is withdrawal. Your body has adapted to the substance. Your chemistry has reorganized itself around daily use. Without the drug, you don't feel normal. You feel like you're dying. Sometimes you wish you were. The morning dose isn't to get high anymore. It's to feel okay. It's to stop the shaking. It's to make the sickness go away long enough to function. High becomes the new normal. Normal becomes unbearable. Your entire life reorganizes itself around the substance. Morning dose to stop the withdrawal. Afternoon dose to stay functional. Evening dose to relax. Night dose to sleep. You've got it calibrated. You know exactly how much you need and when you need it. You're not getting wrecked anymore. You're just maintaining. This is what you tell yourself you're maintaining, managing, coping. What you're actually doing is surviving. Day to day, dose to dose. Your job performance craters. You're late every day. You leave early. You take long lunches. Your work is sloppy. Your attitude is defensive. Your boss pulls you aside. Is everything okay? You don't seem like yourself.
See, Winters, he was making it sound good in the beginning, but everything's going downhill bad now.
You don't seem like yourself because you're not yourself anymore. You're a delivery system for a chemical. But you can't say that. So you say, just some personal stuff. I'm working through it. Your relationships are falling apart. Your girlfriend knows something's wrong. She doesn't know what, but she knows. The fights are getting worse. The distance is getting wider. The person she fell in love with is disappearing, replaced by someone she doesn't recognize. You're different now. I don't know who you are anymore. Neither do you. You try to quit. Just to prove you can. Just to shut up the voice in your head that's starting to use the A word. You last 18 hours. The withdrawal hits like a truck. The sweating, the shaking, the anxiety that makes your normal anxiety look like a spa day. The feeling that something is deeply, fundamentally wrong with reality. You can't do it. You can't face this. Not today. Not yet. You use. The sickness fades. You feel normal again. Normal now requires chemicals. That's just how it is. You'll try quitting again later. When things calm down. When you're in a better place. Things don't calm down. You don't get to a better place, you just keep using. And the hole you're digging gets deeper every day. The cruelest part of dependence isn't the physical symptoms. It's the mental prison. You know you need to stop. Some clear part of your brain is screaming that this is going to kill you.
Joshua, I know you don't want to, but buy that computer from Squanchy. Buy that computer from Squanchy. You won't never have to pay for, like, to worry about a goddamn thing. Buy it from him, O'Shawn.
That you're destroying everything good in your life. But you can't stop. You physically cannot make yourself stop. Your brain has been rewired. The substance has hijacked your survival circuitry. The same systems that make you seek food and water now make you seek drugs. It's not weakness. It's not lack of willpower. It's chemistry. But try explaining that to your mom when she's crying. Try explaining that to your boss when he's firing you. Try explaining that to yourself at 3 a.m. when you're sick and broke and alone. You can't explain it. You just live it. One dose at a time, one day at a time, one desperate hour at a time. Level 5, addiction, no more pretending, no more recreational, no more controlled use. You're an addict now, capital A, the thing you swore you'd never become. Your job is gone. 3 warnings and then, we have to let you go. I'm sorry. You're not sorry. Part of you is relieved. Now you don't have to pretend anymore. Now you can use whenever you want. Your girlfriend left months ago. She packed her bags while you were out scoring. Left a note on the table. I can't watch you destroy yourself. I love you. Please get help. You read it. You felt something. A flicker of the person you used to be. Horrified at what you've become. Then you used. And the feeling went away. That's the solution now. Feel something painful. Use. Feel something uncomfortable? Use. The substance is your only coping mechanism.
What a goddamn awful life, dude. How awful.
Your only tool, your only relationship. Every dollar goes to drugs. Every thought goes to drugs. Every decision gets filtered through one question. How does this affect my ability to use? You've burned through your savings, maxed out credit cards, borrowed money from everyone who would lend it. You're out of options. So you start stealing. Small things at first. A $20 from your mom's purse. Returning items to stores you never bought. Selling things you don't own. The lies are constant now. Lies to get money. Lies to explain where the money went. Lies about where you were. Lies about who you're becoming. You're so deep in lies you've lost track of the truth. What's real anymore? What actually happened versus what you told people happened? You don't know. It doesn't matter. The only thing that
Yeah, no shit, dude. I can't believe I've got family that actively live like this on a daily basis. Horrible.
matters is the next dose. Your appearance has changed. You've lost weight you didn't have to lose. Your skin has that look, the grayish pallor that screams sickness. Your eyes have that other look, the hollow stare of someone who's not really there. People cross the street when they see you coming. People you used to know pretend they don't. You're a cautionary tale now. The story parents tell their kids. Stay away from drugs or you'll end up like you. Like the thing you swore you'd never become. Remember level 1, the party, the first time? You looked at addicts with pity back then. Maybe disgust. You thought, how does someone let themselves get that bad? Now you know. They didn't let themselves. They didn't choose. They walked into a trap that looked like a party. They made one decision that led to another that led to another. And by the time they realized what was happening, it was too late. That's you now. The cautionary tale. The worst case scenario. But you can't see it clearly. The denial is too thick. The rationalization is too strong. You're different. You can stop whenever you want. This is temporary. Things will get better. They get worse. And then they get worse than that. Level 6. Rock bottom. You're homeless now. You didn't become homeless all at once. It happened gradually. Evicted from the apartment. Crashed with a friend until he kicked you out. Stayed in a motel until the money ran out. Now you're on the street. Sleeping under bridges.
Yeah, Bradley's got a point, homie. Just wait till Black Friday or Cyber Monday and find one hell of a deal, son. I'm still here, boys. Don't be a weenie. Get you some overtime. Put money back. Marketplace has good deals all the time. Yeah, but the scariest part about that is, dude, it's like if you buy a tower off there, you don't know if that bitch is like infected with viruses or whatever. You know what I mean? My top is 1,000. I got it for $500. Or so they say. It was a gift. That thing could be a brick.
In shelters when there's room. In doorways when there isn't. Your health is destroyed. Abscesses on your arms. Infections that won't.
Oh, hell no. I start seeing like shit like that on people, dude, that are, strung out. Hell no.
Heal. Organs that are starting to fail. You've overdosed twice. Both times someone found you. Narcan brought you back. The paramedics looked at you with pity and exhaustion. They've seen 100 people just like you. You need to get help. You nodded. You agreed. You meant it, sort of. Then you used again, within hours of leaving the hospital. Back to the only thing that makes sense anymore. You've stolen from everyone. Your mom. Your brother. Your grandmother. People who loved you unconditionally. People who would have given you money if you just asked. You stole from them because asking would have required...
So Cyber Monday is basically like Black Friday, but for like, you know, online deals. Like you can go on like Walmart.com. You can also go on like Amazon, the places like that. There you buy shit offline that's like a hell of a lot cheaper, or so they say, hell of a lot cheaper than what it would normally be that you would actually buy for. You know, it's supposed to, they just have deals and shit. It's just like Black Friday, but it's called Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is actually pretty badass though. I'm actually more interested in Cyber Monday a lot of times than I am Black Friday.
Admitting the truth. Stealing let you keep the lie alive. They don't speak to you anymore. Your phone is disconnected anyway, but they wouldn't call if they could. Your mom cried the last time she saw you. Not the worried crying of early days, the empty crying of someone who's already mourning. She looked at you like you were already dead. Maybe you are. You've done things you can't think about. Things that would have been unimaginable to the person you used to be. Things that cross every line you ever drew. Your values, your principles, your identity, everything you thought defined you as a person, all of it sacrificed on the altar of the next high. You don't recognize yourself anymore. When you pass a mirror, you look away. The substance doesn't even work anymore. Not really. You're using just to stop the withdrawal, just to feel 0 instead of -10. The first high costs nothing. This high costs everything you have and everything you are. And it's barely enough to get you through the day. One night you're sitting under an overpass. It's cold. You're sick. You're alone. And for the first time in years, you have a clear thought. This is going to kill me. Not eventually. Soon. Maybe tonight. Maybe next week. But soon. You're going to die under this overpass. Alone. Having contributed nothing to the world except pain to the people who used to love you. This is how your story ends. Unless. Level 7. The choice. Everyone who's been where you are faces this moment. The fork in the road.
Is this the final phase? Level 7. Yeah, level 7 is the final phase of being an addict. And I don't think a lot of people make it off this phase, dude.
Keep going and die. The math is simple. Your body can't take much more. Your luck can't hold out forever. You've overdosed twice. The third time might be the last time. Or try something else. You're not sure you can. You've tried before. Promises, programs, plans. All failures.
Why, hell yeah.
But you're not dead yet. You're still breathing, which means you still get to choose. Your mom shows up. Your brother. The people you stole from. The people you lied to. The people who should hate you. They're here anyway. Sitting in a room. Waiting for you. An intervention. The word sounds like something from TV. Dramatic. Staged. Fake. But the tears are real. The letters they read are real. The pain in their voices is real. We love you. We've always loved you. We're not ready to bury you. Please. Please get help. Something cracks. The wall you built. The denial you've maintained. Something breaks open, and all the things you've been refusing to feel come flooding in at once. The shame, the regret, the grief for the person you used to be. You cry, for the first time in years. Real tears. Not chemical tears, the tears of someone who finally sees themselves clearly. You say yes. You don't know if you mean it, but you say it anyway. They take you to rehab. You go. Not because you believe it will work, just because you've run out of alternatives. The last thought before the doors close behind you. Maybe I'll finally get some rest. You don't know if you're going to make it. You don't know if you can do this. The statistics aren't great. Relapse rates, death rates. The odds are stacked against you. But odds aren't destiny. Statistics are averages. Somewhere in those numbers are people who made it. Maybe you can be one of them. Maybe not. But for the first time in a very long time, you're willing to try. You're not doing it for yourself. You don't care about yourself anymore. You've proven that 1,000 times. You're doing it because of the tears in the room. The people who showed up despite everything. The love you don't deserve but somehow still have. You're doing it because maybe, just maybe, that person they remember still exists somewhere inside you. Maybe it's not too late to find them. Level 8. Recovery isn't a moment. It's not a decision you make and then it's done. It's a process. Daily. Hourly. Sometimes minute by minute. Day 1 is hell. The withdrawal hits full force. Your body is screaming for what you've been giving it. Every cell demanding the substance. You shake. You sweat. You can't sleep, but you can't stay awake. Your skin feels like it's covered in insects. Your bones ache from the inside. You vomit until there's nothing
The first day out of rehab, he burns that crack pipe up, O'Shun. God damn.
left, and then you keep vomiting. Your brain tells you this would all stop if you just used one more time. You don't use. Not today. The nurses check on you hourly. They've seen this before. 100 times, 1,000 times. It gets better. I promise. It gets better. You don't believe them. You can't imagine feeling better. You can't imagine feeling anything except this. Day 2 is worse. Day 3 is somehow worse than that. You didn't know it was possible to feel this bad and survive, but you survive. That's the point. Somewhere around day 7, the acute physical symptoms start to fade. The trembling stops. The nausea eases. You sleep for the first time in what feels like months. You wake up and the world looks different, clearer, like someone finally cleaned a windshield you'd been looking through for years. The physical part is ending. The mental part is just beginning. Cravings hit like waves.
I've never understood why someone would want to put something they knew is bad for them in their body. I mean, a lot of us do it. When you think about it, I don't know if you do this or not, but like soda pop's bad for you. You know, I drink soda every day. Cigarettes are bad for you. Do not smoke cigarettes ever, but I do. You know what I mean? Just one of them things, man. Like if I could go back in time, obviously, like the first time a cigarette was ever offered to me, I'd be like, hell no. But like, I didn't think it wasn't really a big deal to me with cigarettes because every person that I knew in my family smoked cigarettes. So I assumed at some point, you know, well, you don't get violently ill if you don't drink a Coke. Hey, dude, some people get terrible headaches and they turn into cocksuckers. My little blueberry breathing treatment.
Random. Overwhelming. You're sitting in group therapy, listening to someone share their story, and suddenly all you can think about is using. Your mouth waters, your heart races, your brain screams, just one time, just to feel it again. No one would know. You call your sponsor, you go to a meeting. You do whatever it takes to ride the wave until it passes. It passes. It always passes. That's what they tell you. That's what you learn to believe. The waves don't get smaller at first, but the time between them grows, and your ability to ride them out improves. You leave rehab after 90 days. You're not cured. You're not fixed. You're just beginning. The real world is terrifying. Everything triggers you.
I'm not an asshole. Whenever I get a headache, just ask Mike. No, he just gets real quiet, dude, and he doesn't want to talk to anybody. There's no excuse for drugs. I'm sorry, LOL. No, there's really not. I'm not trying to find an excuse for him. I'm just saying, like, I think everybody has their vices. Some's just worse than others. P time. All right, I'm coming. As soon as this video goes off, I'm coming. I swear to God. It ain't got much longer.
Places, people, emotions. The stress of ordinary life feels overwhelming. You relapse at 6 months. One night, one moment of weakness, one drink that led to one call that led to one more time. You tell yourself it's just this once, just to see, just to remember. It's not just once. One time becomes 3 times, becomes every day. The spiral happens faster now. Your tolerance is lower, but the disease is the same. Within 2 weeks, you're right back where you were, using every day, lying to everyone, the sickness coming back like it never left. You catch yourself before you hit rock bottom again. You call your sponsor, you go back to meetings, you start over. Relapse is part of recovery. That's what they say. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. You believe them, eventually. 1 year sober.
How would you feel about like a heat wave / hot beach day RP in the city? I think it would be dope, dude. Everybody like suffering from a heat wave. No rain or nothing. That'd be fun. If I sell my PS4 and my PS3 and all the games, I'll have enough for a PC. If you sell them for enough. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to sell them for enough, dude. There's not a lot of people that, you know, like look for stuff like that anymore. How much do you think I could get for them? I'm not sure. I mean, these guys might be able to tell you a little better than I can, but personally, I'm not entirely sure at all.
You get a chip, a little token that says you survived 365 days. It doesn't feel like victory. It feels like survival, because that's what it is. You survived. The question is whether you can keep surviving. 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. The cravings get quieter, the urges get weaker, but they never disappear completely. You'll be in the middle of a good day, maybe the best day you've had in years, and suddenly your brain will whisper, remember how good it felt. You do remember. That's the problem. You'll always remember, but you also remember the rest. The losing everything, the destroying everyone, the dying alone under an overpass. You remember all of it. That's what keeps you sober. You've built a life, a real life. Not a perfect life, a real one. A job where people count on you. Relationships with people who trust you again. Maybe a family of your own. Things that would be destroyed instantly if you went back. You go to meetings even when you don't feel like it. You call your sponsor, Even when you're fine, you stay connected to the community that saved your life. Because the disease is patient, it's doing push-ups in the corner, waiting for you to get complacent. Stress can trigger it. Boredom can trigger it. Nothing can trigger it. So you keep doing the work every day for the rest of your life. That's the deal now. That's the price of survival. Some days are easy. You don't think about using it all. You're just living. Some days are hard. The craving comes back strong, and you have to fight like you fought in the beginning. You take it one day at a time. That's all you can do. Today you didn't use. Today you were present. Today you were alive. Tomorrow you'll do it again, one day at a time, for the rest of your life. You're still an addict. You'll always be an addict who chose differently, and that's everything. People ask you sometimes, people who didn't know you before, people who see you now, functional and present and alive. What was it like being addicted? You don't know how to answer. How do you explain drowning to someone who's never been underwater? How do you describe a prison to someone who's always been free? You try anyway. It was like dying very slowly and watching yourself do it, knowing you're killing yourself and not being able to stop. That's what it was like. They nod. They don't understand. They can't. But you understand. You remember every level, every step down the ladder. The first time that felt like discovery. The recreational use that felt like control. The regular use that felt like need. The dependence that felt like survival. The addiction that felt like everything. The rock bottom that felt like death. The choice that felt impossible. The recovery that feels like life. You went through all of it. You survived all of it. And every single day, you choose not to go back. That's the life of a recovering addict. One day at a time. Forever.
Dude, W Professor POV, I love your content, brother. Stay away from drugs, kids. Now I'm about to go play RP.